Hello everyone and welcome back to James Talk Sport. The 76th edition of La Vuelta Espana begins today, and now I'm going to take you through my key stages, the riders to watch out for in the battle for the overall, the sprinters, and maybe one or two that might surprise in the race as well. So let's get right into it. Stage 1 is my first key stage. It's one of two individual time trials of the race. Um, won't set big time gaps, only being 7 kilometers, but it will begin to shake up. We'll see how much time the likes of Bernal and Lopez and Mas have lost to try and gain back on Primoz Roglic. We don't have to wait very long. The third stage, in fact, before the race hits the first mountain. It's apparently the first edition of La Vuelta which Pincon Blanco has been used. It's a surprise to me, but it's regularly featured in La Vuelta Burgos. Final climb 7.6k, average of about 9.7%. It's relatively easy running for the first 120 odd, 130 odd k. Then it's a few hills just before the climb itself. Riders this should suit. I think this will suit the pure climbers like the Yates, the Lopez, the Bernal, and maybe even Vlasov, depending on what form he is in. We'll jump ahead to stage 14 now to Pico Villacheras. 14 kilometers long at an average of around 6%, but there'll be pitches of gradients above 10% because there's a few flatter plateauy sections as well. It's a Cat 1 climb, going up to about 1500 meters, so we should expect to see some good racing from the climbers again, trying to put Roglic under pressure. Day later, stage 15, we have a classic mountain stage which wouldn't look out of the place at the Tour, finishing El Barraco. Two Cat 1 climbs, sort of in the middle and in the final third of the race, and a punchy Cat 3 before a 10k run into the finish. Should be aggressive racing, attack on that second Cat 1, and you could create some big gaps. Stage 17 greets us with Lagos de Covadonga. We all have seen this many times in the Vuelta, sorry. It's a tough climb, but it's got some downhill flat sections, and obviously it's a downhill before the final rise up to the finish. I think this one will suit Roglic. He could do like Froome did in 2016, 17. Just grind your way up the climb and use that descent as a slingshot up to sprint at the finish. And Roglic has a very punchy sprint at the end of the day. It only goes up to 1,000 meters, so I think it'll be a good day for Roglic to try and gain a bit of time in the mountains. The final big mountain test of the 2021 Vuelta is I think a new summit finish to the Alto Del Gamontero. It looks a brutal climb. It looks a fantastic climb. 14k, just over an average of 9%, but that final 5k average is over 10%. And I believe the final k averages at about 11, max of 13. So that one is a day for Bernal or Carapaz or Yates for Ineos to really put Roglic under pressure, like Carapaz did on the final mountain stage of La Vuelta last year. Stage 21, a 31k ITT from Padron to Santiago de Compostela. It's a hilly TT, which will really suit someone like Roglic, who can get in that aero position and keep that power going. How much time will he need to gain on Egan Bernal, or will he be in that TT in red? Who knows? But it's perfect TT for Primoz Roglic. Now we are going to take a look at the GC riders that I think will shape the battle of the red jersey. For me, it's quite an underwhelming field. You've only got a few outstanding riders and then a few that have been very hot and cold this year. So let's take a look and see who could feature in the battle for red. We'll start with the man trying to win his third in a row, the defending champion Primoz Roglic. Struggled at the Tour obviously after his crash, but bounced back brilliantly to win the Olympic TT. He is backed by a fantastic team. He has Robert Hessink, Stefan Kruijswijk and Sepp Kuss. New signing for them was Sam Ehrman, and he is there as well. I think they will look to defend and rely on Roglic's sprint on the punchy stages, which there are many in the Vuelta, and his ITT as well. I think if it's an aggressive race, I think he might struggle, but he's got a good team to back him up. The Ineos Grenadiers come with a stacked leadership team ready to attack the race with full aggression. They'll be led, I'd imagine, by Egan Bernal, but they'll also have Olympic champion Richard Carapaz and the Brit Adam Yates as their leaders. Out of the three, Yates has been targeting La Vuelta. Obviously, Bernal won the Giro, Carapaz podiumed at the Tour. Yates should be the freshest and fired up, ready to try and win it. I think out of the three, I would probably favour Egan Bernal just because of the way he won the Giro, and as long as his back holds out, I think he will be their favourite to win. They'll also have Pavel Sivakov, Jonathan Navarez, Puccia and Van Baarle in support domestique modes. And we are all, I think the whole world is looking forward to the debut of Tom Pidcock, Olympic mountain bike champion, Brabham Sapele winner, Amstel Gold winner. We are all waiting and seeing what he can do. I hope they give him a bit of freedom to go for himself. If he does, and if they do, I think he could win a stage quite easily. Otherwise, he will be a hell of a domestique for the three leaders, for the Ineos Grenadiers. Bahrain Victorious have come out with another stacked team, but this team is arguably all for Mikel Landa, similarly to Jumbo-Visma. They have Damiano Caruso, who podiumed at the Giro, Jack Haig, who looked half decent at the Tour until he crashed out. Gino Maeda has been a revelation of the last year or two. Mark Padron has been the revelation of the last 2 months. Wout Poels, Jan Tratnik and Arashiro will provide very solid engines for Mikel Landa. I think they will be more aggressive than Jumbo-Visma. With Mikel Landa, they'll obviously look to attack. But they won't be as aggressive as the Ineos Grenadiers because they only really have Landa as an option unless Mark Padron is on final weekend of the Dauphiné form. Astana have brought a mixture of a climbing team and a punchers team, with Omar Farile and Alex Aramburu looking to win some stages. Their GC option will probably be Alexander Vlasov, who, as we saw at the Giro, one day he can be brilliant, the next week he can struggle. He goes really hot and cold. He's still to find that consistency. For him, the podium would be a very good result for Alexander Vlasov and Astana Premier Tech. Movistar have come with two GC contenders and Alejandro Valverde. Enric Mas and Miguel Angel Lopez will spearhead their approach to the red jersey. They are going to have to look to be aggressive. It would be nice to see Enric Mas return to his aggressive form he was in at the 2018 edition. He seems to have gone into his shell, so I think for them a top five for either or will be a good result. They are the real GC contenders who will be really vying for the podium, top five, and the red jersey. Surprise packages, I think, in terms of GC could be Jay Vine from Alpecin Fenix. He rode a fantastic Vuelta Burgos the other week. He's Zwift winner from last year. He's come into the pro ranks and he's flying. I think a top 10 to 15 and trying to win a stage would be a fantastic result for him. I'd imagine Guillaume Martin will try and retain his King of the Mountains jersey. In a GC battle, he hasn't got the TT or the aggression in the mountains to really feature in the battle. So I think King of the Mountains and maybe a stage will be good for him. I don't see GC. EF will have to rely on Hugh Carthy. He's proved he can do it on his own last year with his podium. He's clearly in good form. He will have the support of Simon Carr, who's a bit of a revelation as well. Again, he'll look to have a similar race to last year, winning a stage and aiming for the podium. And the final couple of names I'll mention in terms of the GC will be Romain Bardet, who won a fantastic stage in Burgos, but then blew up on the final day. Giulio Ciccone gets his first official chance at a GC battle. Obviously, he had a fantastic Giro, was on for a top five finish until he sadly crashed out injured at the Giro. And Fabio Aru's last race in the pro ranks. He's had a fantastic Giro, as we know, a fantastic career. Blighted by injuries and illnesses in the last few years, but a Vuelta winner. In his young days, he was the next big thing coming out of Italy. In fact, climbing. So it'll be sad to see him go, but it'll be also good to see if he can go out on a win with either a stage or a good result on GC. He showed at the Vuelta Burgos he is in good form. The sprinters in the race are quite limited, as you'd expect with La Vuelta. The big two will probably be Damar and Philipsen. In and around that, you'll have Martin Lass, I think, will surprise a few from Bora. Fabio Jakobsen, it would be great to see him pick up a Grand Tour win. Or just feature in the sprints. He's showed this year that he can win and he can get back. So hopefully he can kick on and keep going. But apart from that, that's it. Without Merlier, Ewan, it's quite threadbare. I think Philipsen is probably the favourite to win the sprints. We don't know what sort of Damar will turn up for Giro or this year's Tour form. So there's my quick little key stages and riders I think will feature. I think from that, my prediction is that Egan Bernal is going to win the Vuelta and win his second Grand Tour of the year and complete the set. I think Roglic will be on the podium, and I think maybe another Ineos or maybe even Lopez, who knows, will podium. One thing I'd love to see is Mikel Landa get a proper run at the overall. If he does, he has the climbing to podium. I just hope that something doesn't go wrong like in the Giro. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching my preview of the Vuelta. We'll see you very soon on James Talk Sport.